Welcome back to the channel. This is DeadMf. We are back again in the prison called life. Hope you guys are doing good in the prison called life. I mean, one can only hope that we're doing good in the prison called life. We take life too seriously, man. That's the problem with us human beings. We tend to overestimate, overcredit, and just basically take this thing way too seriously than it needs to be taken, And when you think about it, man, a lot of people are going through life taking this thing too seriously, man. For me, man, it brings me so much joy when I realize that my time here is actually temporary, once this thing it comes into you and you realize that your time here on this planet is temporary, and you know that someday you're gonna pass away, and all this bullshit that you think is so serious won't even matter. To me that brings me so much joy, that brings me so much freedom, because it's like I don't have to worry. You understand that we live our lives worrying about meaningless things, man. Meaningless things, man. The thing that most people should worry about is just food, food, and literally just that's it. What you really gotta worry about is food, if I'm being honest. Food and having some clothes on you. That's really it. I'm not saying you should be living like a minimalist if that's not what you want to do, but like food, man, food and clothes. We worry about a lot of bullshit that doesn't matter. People worry about jobs, they worry about all the bullshit, impressing other people, going out there, being the best sheep in the herd, giving your praises to the shepherd. Thank you, my dear shepherd, for guiding us through this year. We're very proud of being a part of this flock. We're very proud of being a part of this herd. We're very proud, of having a feeling of belonging, because that's exactly what happens when you're a part of this world. You have a feeling of belonging, But for people like us, man, when you think about it, we're like the nowhere children. We're not necessarily going anywhere, because we don't belong anywhere, So we get here and we basically deprogram ourselves, and we realize that, this shit is a game, man. This shit, I'm not supposed to take it seriously as much as I'm taking it. Some people, man, people will literally damage their health, because of work. People will damage their health because of school. People will damage their health because of certain things that they feel like, if I don't do this, then what's gonna happen. But you have to get to a point where you're free, man. You're free. Inwardly, you feel free. You don't worry about a lot of things, even though you may have a deadline, maybe at work or whatever. But you detach yourself from that thing. You understand that what's going on here has nothing to do with me. I don't know if that makes sense. You gotta get to a point where you sort of like a Zen master or some shit, where you completely detached from any outcome in whatever area of your life. Man, I'm probably talking some deep shit, but you gotta become like a Zen master, where you, as an individual, don't attach yourself to what's going on around you. That's a big part, or that's a big way, or that's one way of avoiding things like depression and anxiety. I once said, I once made a video and I said that anxiety comes from sort of like selfishness, because you're thinking about yourself way too much and you're thinking that other people are also thinking about you. If you want to conquer anxiety or depression, you just gotta be able to detach. You gotta be able to detach. Honestly, that's how you're gonna deal with that shit. You must be able to not put yourself in a particular situation. These are just externalities. Everything that's happening in your life, it's an external thing. It has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. You lose your job, it's not personal. It's an externality. It has nothing to do with you. And when you understand that, you move accordingly. You say, okay, well, shit, I lost my job. That has nothing to do with me. You just move on and apply for another job or whatever. These things, they have nothing to do with you, man. That's how you gotta go through life, man, like a Zen master. So you can avoid overthinking. That shit solves nothing. Overthinking yourself to death, that shit solves nothing, man. Doesn't solve anything. Always thinking and thinking and thinking. Nah, fuck that shit. You gotta start feeling things now. You gotta, feel things. How do I feel about this? And the way you feel about it, you can realize that, if you're going the wrong way or the right way. You can sort of catch the drift that, okay, I'm going the wrong way, I'm going the right way, the way you feel about something. But if constantly you overthink, is this the right move, is this the right thing to do, then probably it's not. Because why are you overthinking it? You're probably trying to convince yourself of something. That's why you keep overthinking about that thing. You're trying to convince yourself of something. That's why you keep overthinking. So, man, fuck all that bullshit of overthinking and all that nonsense, to be honest. You just gotta live life, man. Live life, drift through life, and realize that all these things that you see, they have nothing to do with you personally. All these politics, what I'm saying may sound unrealistic, but if you look at it, if you ponder on it, but if you can feel what I'm saying, you can feel it. There's no need to convince yourself of anything, man. If you know what you know, you know what you know, and you move accordingly. Don't overthink anything. You gotta start doing stuff from the heart, man. Straight from the heart. Hope you guys are doing good. This is DeadMf, and I'm signing out.